time to shuffle up. We're Duncan, Jeff, and Sloan, let's fill our cups. Commander decks in hand, the battle's about to start. A podcast for the legends, where magic meets the heart. Commander's Pod, where the stories unfold, with heroes and villains, new and old. Duncan, Jeff, and Sloan guide the way, in the world of EDH we play.
Hello, and welcome back to the unboxing series that we've been doing here at the Commander's Pod. Real quick, want to give you guys a quick update. Do apologize, this one's coming a little late, but if you guys listened to the most recent episode, you would have heard that we were recently affected by the hurricane that passed. So I was unable to do this when I had initially planned because my power kept flickering and going out, and I didn't want to try to do it in the middle of a storm and lose all the information that I had begun to record. So I'm doing it a little late. I do apologize, but we're still going to have fun doing this. This is the Duskmourn House of Horrors Collector's Boosters. This is Duncan's. We're going to unbox it for him, and we're going to see. We are looking for that super spicy demon that just came out. I believe it's the 6 black pips. That does all the fun stuff. So that is the card that we are chasing. That is the one we are trying to get. Hopefully we get one for Duncan so that way he can make a gross deck with it, and we may be able to share it with you. So without further ado, let's get started with the pack openings. As always, guys, with these pack openings, just going to kind of rant as we go through it and try to look for the cards that we want. And as I'm sure you guys are well aware, especially if you listen to the most recent episode, we had some interesting bans happen, and now the more interesting thing is the rules committee has been turned over to Wizards of the Coast for the first time in its existence. So the people who are creating the cards are also going to be in charge of the rules for the cards. So should be interesting to see how that plays out for the format that we all love very much. We'll probably get into that at some point on our podcast. But for now, let's go ahead and start with this first pack. Hope we get a good one. So Shard. Oh, this is a token enchantment. Okay. So this must be part of the new mechanic. I've never seen shards before. Scry one, then draw a card. Oh, it's not bad. I like that. So we're going to put the token over there. Alright. So let's see how this goes. Cackling Slasher. So I am not a big horror fan. I don't do horror movies or horror shows or animes or reading or any. I mean, I don't really read that much to begin with, but I'm definitely not going to do it for horror stuff. I can tell you that much. So I will try to be unbiased, but yeah, generally speaking, I'm not a big horror fan, so this isn't really my set. That's why I'm not overly excited about this set. I didn't really look too much into it because I don't really like horror stuff, so I wasn't really planning on getting anything. That one demon is the only thing I really kind of care about because I think it's a funny card and definitely would be fun to play. That is a gorgeous art. That is super cool. I do like that. That is a good looking land. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got a rare. Ooh, a new ley line. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, it targets only a single creature you control. Copy that spell. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let me choose new targets for the copy. Second rare, Soaring Lightbringer. Third rare, Kona Rescue BC. That's interesting with the mouth, like the draw art there, like kind of overlapping this. It's very interesting. This one's not foil, but it is full art. Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue BC is tapped, you may put a permanent card from your hand. That's gross. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. This first pack, holy cows. So we got 2 rooms, 2 enchantment rooms. These are the new cards. from this set. This is a new card type. Yeah, I guess technically enchantment room's a new card type. Enchantments aren't, but rooms are. Kind of give you a better look at the art on it and everything. Kind of show you what it looks like. So it's split in half, so it's kind of like half and half cards. You may cast either half. That door unlocks on the battlefield as a sorcery, period. As a sorcery, you may pay the mana cost of the locked door to unlock it. So you can cast it for either one, and then you pay for the other one at sorcery speed. So when you unlock this door, search your library for a room card that doesn't have the same name as a room you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil one. You win the game if there are 8 or more different names among unlocked doors of rooms you control. Well then, that's pretty interesting. Let's see what this other one does. So this is Dazzling Theater. Now this one is foiled. This looks pretty cool. Dazzling Theater Prop Room. Creature spells you cast have Convoke. That's always good. Untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. That's also very good. And of course they freaking put it in white, which is a very creature heavy decks usually. So, I mean overall first pack, pretty good, I would have to say. We'll go through here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares out of the first pack that we open. Somehow, even when Duncan's not opening these packs, he still has crazy stupid luck. So, I don't know if that's going to be like that the rest of this, but that is pretty good. 5 rares out of the first pack. Out of one pack, period, is good. But out of the first pack is nutty. But since I kind of mentioned it, the rules committee came out with some bannings, and then a week after they banned a whole bunch of stuff, they're like, all right, here you guys go, Wizards of the Coast. It's all yours now. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you think that they should have done all those bans and then immediately turn around and handed it over to Wizards? Because I feel like now Wizards can just be like, okay, we're all just going to unban all that stuff so that way we can just keep making all these cards, all these high price cards, you know? So I'm interested to see what you guys think. Please let us know by emailing us, commenting on the video. It was a video podcast this week, which is one of the first. I think that's the first time we've ever done a video podcast. So it was a video podcast, which was fun. We had a good time with it. I believe next week's is also going to be a video podcast. I'm pretty sure. So tune in for that as well. You get to see us live and how we look when we're talking on the microphones to you guys. Alrighty here. Oh, here we go. Here's a common room. So we're got 3 rooms in 2 packs so far. Meat Locker and Drowned Diner. When you unlock this door, tap up to 1 target creature and opponent and put 2 stun counters on it. Oh. When you unlock this door, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. It's a pretty expensive draw spell, if I do say so myself. Man. They are definitely getting better with the foils, because I think they look really good. Fear of Infinity. Oh, that's such a weird art. If you guys are into horror stuff, I'm sure most of you guys bought this. Control enters the battlefield. You fully unlock a room. You may return fear for your... So it looks like they're pretty heavy into the enchantment theme, it looks like. I'm noticing that seems to be a pretty common thread here. Oh, that is a weird looking card. Beautiful art again, though, for the land. Absolutely gorgeous. So we've seen a swamp and a forest now. Toby, Beastie Best Friend. Human Wizard. Create a 4/4 white beast creature token with this creature can't attack or block alone. That's a token deck. Star Athlete. I'll put it right here for now. Whenever Star Athlete attacks, choose up to one target non-land permanent its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't, Star Athlete just... Oh, I'm actually building a Blitz deck. That guy has Blitz on him. Oh, we got a Mythic. First Mythic. It looks like it's going to be green. Overlord of the Hauntwoods? Avatar Horror. Whenever Overlord of the Hauntwood enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named everywhere. That is every basic land type. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, two more rares. Oh, Leyline of Hope, another Leyline, and we got the full art version. If you gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. Ooh. Unidentified hover ship. That's pretty cool. I like that art. I like the border. I think the border's pretty dope. Exile up to one target creature with toughness 5 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifests dread. Crew 1. Oh, this is a vehicle. Artifact vehicle. Interesting. So we got our first mythic. That's pretty dope. Very cool. Yeah, so I think the collectors, I think they have like a guaranteed number of rares in them, I think. But I can't believe Duncan got 5 in the first freaking pack. That was crazy. Beto, Bane of Nightmares. Bane of Nightmares. Kato, Bane of Nightmares. Jeez Louise. Talking is hard. Alright, give it the violence, Anthropede. Oh, jeez Louise. Crazy. Uncommon. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment, exile top card of your library, you may play it. Oh, there's your island. Super pretty. I think Duncan's gonna like that island a lot. I can see him getting a lot of those. Ooh, mythic. We got a mythic, boys. It looks like it's a blue mythic creature. Overlord of the Flood Pits. So we got 2 overlords now. If you cast this spell for its impending cost, it enters with 4 times time counters, and it isn't a creature until the last is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. Enters or attacks. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So it's only an enchantment then until... Interesting. So it's kind of like the gods that have... This isn't a creature unless you have devotion, whatever. So here's our next rare. Into the Pit. Leyline of Transformation, another Leyline. We are 3 for 3 on Leylines right now. Leyline of Transformation enters. Choose creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to the other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Another rare. Oh, there he is. There he is. Doomday Excruciator. We got him. We got him, boys. And we got the full art version. This guy is going to cause problems. I'm very excited to see what happens with him. But we got him, and then Winter, Misanthropic Guide. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. Oh, that's nice. That is a pretty cool concept. I just read it in my head. Sorry, I'll read it out loud here. So Winter, Misanthropic Guide, Human Warlock, 1 in Jund, I believe, right? Yeah, black, red, green. War 2, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. As long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of card types. So if you have 5 card types, it's 2. That is an interesting card. I can see Duncan playing this so quick. And that is a cool art too. It's like the other one that had the jaw. You know, you got the arm here, and then you got kind of got the art behind it. And this one's foiled though, so that one's super pretty. All right, we got Duncan's card that he wanted. Let's see if we get any more of them. Let's see here. Sorry, I just heard something beep on my computer. I started checking to make sure everything was okay. Glimmer, little token creature. Oh wow. Okay. Neglected Manor. Pretty cool land. I like that. Final Vengeance. Say its name. Oh, look it. We got 2 of those lands in one pack. Nice. Razor Trap Gorge. So this is a new room. Bottomless Pool. Yeah, locker room. This is a new one. Whenever you unlock the store, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control do combat damage to a player, draw a card. So not a bad little room. Beastie Beatdown. Attack in the Box instead of Jack in the Box. I get it. Surgical Suite. Hospital room. This is a white door. When you unlock the store, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. Still looking for a mountain and a plains we haven't seen yet. Alright, let's see here. Head Shredder, which is the first rare. Got another rare. Looks like it's going to be a creature, multicolor. Phenomenon Investigators. Choose Believe or Doubt. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. As you gain your end step, you may return a non-land permanent you own to your hand. If you do, draw a card. Oop, we got a mythic. Looks like it's a multicolored creature. Nico, Light of Hope. Non-legendary creature you control, shards you control become copies of it until the beginning of your next end step. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of your next end step. Interesting. Rare. Zimone, All Questioning. Beginning of your end step, if a land enters the battlefield under your control this turn, and you control a prime number of lands. Oh, jeez, Louise. Fun fact. Oh, look, at least they put it on here. Here's your prime numbers in case you guys were curious on what those are. And then the last one, Reluctant Role Model. A reluctant role model or another creature you control dies if it had counters on it. Put the this one by far is the funniest one so far. Just because they're literally basing it off of a mathematical term. If you have a prime number of lands, create Primo, the Indivisible, a legendary 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Then put that many 1/1 counters on it. That is so funny. That is great. I can't believe they're doing that. What a bunch of trolls. Ugh. I hope, by the way, some you guys that follow and listen to us weren't too affected by the bans and lost too much money, but I will say you definitely should not rely on Magic to be a source of income because it is not that. So I do feel bad if you lost a decent chunk of change, but you should know that definitely in this game, there's no way to know what will and won't have value and when. So, Friendly Teddy, Shepherding Spirits, Vicious Clown, Stalked Researcher, Polymer Leech. Oh, that's a pretty good art for an uncommon. Unwanted Remake. Destroy target creature. Its controller manifests dread. Break down the door. Orphans of the Wheat. Is that supposed to be like a play on like Children of the Corn, I guess? Stay hidden, stay silent. Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's our mountain. Pretty good. This one's kind of just... I feel like this one's a little more It's not as detailed as some of the other ones. Alright, so we got a rare. Valgavoth's Onslaught. Manifest Dread X times and then put X+1 counters on each of those creatures. To manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. So Manifest Dread is a new mechanic. I think that's going to be interesting. I think that can definitely play into a lot of different stuff for sure. We got another mythic here, boys. Oh, Veil Piercer. Scan your upkeep, Surveil 2. Aminato, I think is how you say her name. 2/4. Each enchantment card in your hand has Miracle. Its Miracle cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 4. You may cast a card for its Miracle cost when you draw. If it's the first card you drew this turn. That's a rare Enduring Curiosity. Thornspire. Oh, these... Okay, so I will say... Oh, I got one more. Oh, perfect. We got 2 of them. These lands that they came out with, I think are fantastic lands. I think these are a great way to supplement your mana base while still encouraging you to have basic lands, because what they do is they tap for a color, so this one's blue, this one's red, and then tap for black, or in this case green, only if you control a mountain or a forest for this guy, or island or swamp for this guy. So it doesn't even have to necessarily be basics, it just has to be a land type that identifies as these land types. But these are great lands. I would not be surprised if you see a rise in costs in these. I don't know how much they are right now, but I can definitely see these going up because these are... I think this is a well-designed land. I think that's a great land. In my opinion, it's probably one of the most balanced lands you can make that taps for 2 and doesn't come in untapped. And I hope that they keep reprinting these because that's a great land, and I would love to see these stay affordable for people who are looking for an affordable dual land, because they're all so freaking expensive. And then I pulled this guy out too, Enduring Curiosity. because this has a super fun ability, which is when Enduring Curiosity dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it's an enchantment, it's an enchantment now, right? So the reason why this is really cool is I play Zur, um, the not the one that does the go get a uh, enchantment for 3 or less CMC. I don't play that one. He's in the deck, but I play the other one, which is you can turn your enchantments into creatures. So basically, this whole enduring curiosity, like all these endurings that came out in the set, are super good in him because even when they come back, he can turn them back into creatures. So they can just keep coming back and they never go away, which I think is pretty cool. Um, so I definitely think that's a cool. Those are cool too. But those lands, I'm glad we pulled one. I forgot they were in this set because I saw them and I wanted to bring them up when, but we never ended up really having a episode where we got to talk about Duskmourn um, because of our recording schedule. So I'm glad we got to see those. But Duncan should be happy. We got his demon that he wanted to build a deck around. So I'm sure he's gonna have fun when I give these cards to him tomorrow at work, and he's gonna be very excited to when I tell him that. So that is a weird beast token. It's like a bunch of masks on its head. It's weird. Alrighty. Most valuable Slayer, Spine Seeker, Centipede, Jump Scare. Well, definitely kind of got me. It's flavor text is just boo with an exclamation point. Possible Inferno, don't make a sound. Oh, that's Chase. Inquisitive Glimmer. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. Enchantment spells you cast cost one less and unlocks cost one less. Again, going really heavy into the door theme. But yeah, I definitely think this is a very enchantment heavy themed set. Oh, here we go. First dual color door. Smoky Lounge, Misty Saloon. Pretty cool. At the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 red mana. Spend this mana only to cast room spells and unlock doors. That's crazy. So you can literally cast this for 3, get 2 of your mana back on the first main phase. When you unlock this door, create an XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of unlocked doors among rooms you control. So this one you want to unlock after. Fear of Burning Alive. Ah, we still haven't gotten a plains yet. We need to get a plains. See, the forest, even though the forest has a lot of green in it too, I just feel like it's a lot, like there's a lot more details in it compared to that mountain that we saw earlier. All right, let's see what we got here. Rare. Enduring Innocence. We got the other Enduring Cycle. So I think there's 3 of them. There's blue, white, and I want to say, is there a black one? I think there might be one in every color. Curator Beastie. Interesting. Colors creatures you control enter with 2 additional 1/1 counters on them. Whenever it enters or attacks, manifest dread. The Swarm Weaver? That's crazy. When it enters, create 2 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying. Delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Insects and spiders you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. So it's a tribal deck of insects and spiders. Another rare, Silent Hall Creeper. That's gross. Victor Valgoff's Sensual. I don't know what that is. Human Warlock 3/3. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil 2. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn. If it's the second time, each opponent discards a card. If it's the third time, put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this is basically, this is enchantment tribal. They want you to build an enchantment deck, but that is a cool foil on it for sure. I mean, despite what they might be doing with the game itself, with some of these cards and the bannings that are now happening, and now Wizards is going to control the rules for the format. I gotta give them props to at least the art on the cards. The art on the cards has definitely been getting better. I mean, it's cooler and cooler art that they're making, um, and it's definitely more. They're doing a better job of keeping it thematic. Getting all the cards to kind of look like they're from the same set, as opposed to before where it was just like there were certain cards that were in that set, but it wasn't really like anything meshed well together, I would say. So another door, underwater tunnel, slimy aquarium. When we unlock the store, manifest dread, then put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Unlock the store, surveil 2. Glimmerlight. Oh, manifest dread. Literally, there's a card called manifest dread, and it manifests dreads. Glimmer burst. Cease from slumber. Threats around corner. Unwilling vessel. Sheltered by ghosts. Sawblade skin ripper. Jeez Louise. Human assassin. Ooh, could go on my assassin's deck. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Put a 1/1 counter on Sawblade Skin Ripper. As a beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice one or more permanents this turn, Sawblade Skin Ripper deals that much damage to any target. Interesting. Another island there. Alright, let's see what we get here. We got a rare. Doesn't look to be a creature, but it does look... Oh, look at that! We got another one of those land. Flood Farm Verge. Another rare. Demonic Covenant. Well, that's definitely a demon. Kindred Enchantment. Whenever one or more demons you control attack a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying, then mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share all their card types were milled this way, sacrifice Demonic Covenant. Another rare. Balustrade Worm. Can't be counter, trample haste. From your graveyard to the battlefield with the finality counter on it, activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, and only as a sorcery. Rare. Nashi Searcher in the Dark. Rat Ninja Wizard. Deals combat damage to a player. You mill that many cards. You may put any number of legendary and or enchantment cards from among them into your hand. If you put no cards into your hands this way, put a 1/1 counter on Nashi. Ooh, we got a mythic. Anafoily. Looks like it's a creature. Overlord of the Flood Pits. I think we got a couple of those overlords. I think we already got that one too. I can't remember. We are coming down here. We got a couple more packs to go. Thanks for sticking with me thus far. I hope you guys enjoy us doing these. Thank Duncan. He's the one that usually buys the boxes and lets me open them. There hasn't been any boxes yet that Jeff has wanted to buy, so he hasn't bought any this year. He usually caves and he'll buy 1 or 2 boxes. Well, he did buy the... I lie. He bought the MH3 boxes, but we didn't open them on camera. But he might buy another box before the year's over. But we hope you guys are enjoying these. I know that I enjoy doing them for you guys. I know Duncan likes he likes opening packs, but he does like also being able to share the enjoyment that people get out of opening packs with other people like myself. So that's pretty cool. So Found footage. You may look at face-down creatures your opponents control at any time. Sacrifice found footage, surveil 2, then draw a card. That is a pretty cool artifact. I'm not gonna lie. Jeez, what is up with the Ripper theme? Like, I know who, like, Jack the Ripper is, but it's like, I feel like a lot of the cards in this set all have, like, similar names just changed by one word. Acrobatic cheerleader? Growing Dead. Paranormal Analyst. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent enters the battlefield face down under your control this turn. Or you turned a permanent face up this turn. Oh, that's a pretty cool card. I mean, there is a manifest theme in this. So, as I say that and hit a card with Manifest Dread on it. Yeah, see, there's just like nothing that like really pops out on this mountain, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we got though. Got a rare for this one. Come back wrong. Destroy target creature. If a creature card is put into a graveyard this way, return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, that's funny. Disorienting choice. For each opponent, choose up to one target artifact or enchantment that player controls. For each permanent chosen this way, its controller may exile it. Then, if one or more of the chosen permanents are still on the battlefield, you search your library for up to that many land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. I mean, that's a disorienting card, so the name kind of makes sense. Grimoire. Legendary artifact. Enters. If you cast it, draw 5 cards. So not bad. You have no maximum hand size and don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. Then if you have no cards in hand, you lose the game. Oh, we got a mythic. I feel like Duncan might play this in Jin Cataxius. That is an interesting card. I'm interested to see what he thinks about it. Abhorrent Oculus. Cast a spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard, flying. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Manifest Dread. That's a pretty good one. Last one. Oh, Leyline of Resonance. I think we already got that one though. That's cool. We got a couple ley lines. We got a couple of the enduring enchantment cycles. We got a couple of those lands. I think we got almost one of each color. I think, right, of the lands. We got the black-blue one. We got the red-green one. And then we got the blue-white one, right? That was the other one we just got. There's the insect creature. That is a pretty cool insect creature token. I like that. Spectral Snatcher. See, like, there's a bunch of beasties too. Bedhead Beastie. Alright, listen. I am a father. I have a couple of children. The pun game with me is pretty strong, so is the dad jokes. This is literally a bed for a head. Come on, wizards. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Grasping long neck. So interesting. Hey, they did do murder. I figured they would. Interesting one. Betrayer's Bargain. Withering Torment. That is a pretty cool art though on the card with the border. Those are pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Norn, Swift Survivalist. When Norn, Swift Survivalist can't block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. That's a cool card. Duncan also has a Norn. I think the Wary is what it's called or whatever. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we got a rare creature. Oh, Enduring Curiosity again. Ooh, we got a mythic. Horror of Souls. Valgavoth. Elder Demon. Flying. Ward. Pay 2 life. Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a 1/1 counter on Valgoth Horror of Souls and draw a card. That is gross. That is a sick card. And that is a pretty sick art. The full art is pretty dope. Rare. Waltz of Rage. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile top card of your library. May play it until the end of your next turn. Oh, we got another mythic. Ooh, we got a mythic room. Oh, we got another mythic after this one. Okay. Shard Foyer, Warped Space. At the beginning of your upkeep. This is interesting because it's like streaking across. Beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. That is gross. Alright, let's see what this is. Looks like it's a creature. Oh, Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Impending 4, 2 red. When this card enters or attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target. I think didn't we get this one? Avatar Horror? But this is, so that is foiled. Oh, that is a pretty cool looking card. Again, give them props for making these cards look super sick. That is a sick looking card. So I mean, Duncan should be happy. We definitely we pulled what he wanted. We got the demon guy out, so that's good. He got some of those lands, which those are so freaking dope. We still have not pulled the plains though for the full art land. Hand that feeds. Jeez. Cult Healer, Erratic Aberration, Fear of Surveillance, Monstrous Emergence, Vengeful Possession, Fear of Imposters. Stick Twister. Oh, Scarecrow. Hey, there we go. We got one. Oh, see, I even like that. That's pretty cool. Again, like there's just like details like you can actually see. The red one, I felt like that one might be my least favorite. Was the mountain. These other ones are pretty cool though. I think they did pretty good with these. All right, let's see what we get here. We got a rare creature. Kona Rescue BC. I think we already got that one. That sounds familiar. Another rare creature. Metamorphosis Fanatic. When it enters, return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it. Miracle. Oh, it has a miracle cost 2. That's pretty nice. Rare. This is not a creature. This is an artifact. Curse Recording. Whenever you cast an instant sorcerer spell, put a time counter on Curse Recording. Then if there are 7 or more time counters on it, remove those counters and it deals 20 damage to you. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Interesting. That's not bad. I can definitely see the appeal to that. Oh, Enduring Courage. There's another one. Oh, we got a mythic. Oh, it's not a creature. Meat Hook Massacre 2. They made a second one? Why? Legendary Enchantment. So this is 4 Black Pips XX. Again, the art though, super pretty, super cool. I don't know. I guess this is supposed to make it look like a TV or something. When Meat Hook Massacre 2 enters, each player sacrifices X creatures. Alright, that sucks. Whenever a creature you control dies, you may pay 3 life. If you do, return that card under your control with a finality counter on it. That's gross. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, return that card under... they may pay 3. Okay, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, they may pay 3 life. If they don't, return that card under your control with the finality counter on it. This is such a gross card. Okay, so let's say you dump, because you have to do at least 2, right? Because 1 and 1. So the minimum cost for this is 6. So for 6 mana, I could potentially steal 4 creatures. I mean 3 creatures and put one back on the field. But if you're a degenerate, which I know Duncan is, this is a card you would dump, I don't know, let's say 8 or 10 mana into for the X's. So it'd be 5 and 5 or 4 and 4. So it'd be 4 creatures each person has to dump. And then they'd have to pay 12 life or 15 life. Or you would get all this. That is so gross. Like, who at Wizards is like, you know what color needs to be better with Graveyard Recursion? Black. Black needs to be way better at it. Like, I get that they're already the best color at it, but wouldn't it be better if they were just even better than the best at it? Like, come on, Wizards, you're killing me, man. You're freaking killing me. Toy, that's super freaky. Don't ever want that toy. I'll never give that toy to my children. Alright. Vanish from sight. Oh, look at that. There's the other ones, the other lands that we hit before. We hit that guy before. Unsettling Twins. Yep, yes they are. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to turn permanents face up. Oh, okay. Nowhere to run. Savior of the Small. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Mythic. Ooh, creature. Tyvar the Pummeler. Elf Warrior. Tap another untapped creature you control. Gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. 3 green green. Creatures you control get XX until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. For as far as elves go, that's pretty docile. So I'll take that. Rare. Glitch Interpreter. If you control no face down permanents, return Glitch Interpreter to its owner's hand and manifest dread. Whenever one or more colorless creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that almost is encouraging you to leave him face down. Ghost Vacuum. Who get a call? Ghostbusters. Exile target card from a graveyard. It's not bad. Put each creature card exiled goes back on the battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it. Each of them is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. That's 6 in a tap. That's kind of gross. I now get the Ghost Vacuum. I get the name. Rare. It's not a creature. Grievous Wound. Enchant player. Enchant player can't gain life. Whenever enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half of their life rounded up. Ooh. Ooh, rounded up is the worst part about that whole thing. Oh, we got a mythic. Oh, we got a creature that's a mythic. Oh, what is this? Overlord of the Mistmoors. I don't know what this is, but I feel like I should probably do this just because that's crazy. Okay. Avatar Horror. Enters or attacks. Create 2/2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying. Well, that's gross. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are on the last pack. I don't really think there's much more that we need to get. I mean, maybe get another one of those demon guys would be dope, because maybe Duncan has a thanks for opening the packs for me. Would maybe give me one. Hint, hint, Duncan. Hint, hint. But guys, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for opening these packs with me for Duncan. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy our podcast and continue to listen and follow. Every Thursday we put out a new podcast. We try to do the box openings before, obviously, the set comes out, but due to extenuating circumstances, we were unable to do that this time. So we hope you will forgive us, but nonetheless, we still brought you a box opening of the collector's boosters from Duskmourn House of Horror. So let's get a banger out of this last pack here. Let's see what we get. Another room. Rats. The land. Emerge from the cocoon. Rescue. Shrewd storyteller. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of foils in this pack. Holy cows. Oh, this was the the doll that I saw people talking about that are like, oh, this is like a really gross card. Whenever doll attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Yeah, I heard this card was gross. And there's already a red and white commander that cares about creatures with power 2 or less. So, stay hidden, stay silent. We've already seen that one. There's the Swampy Swamp. Yeah, see, that looks pretty dope too. Alright, let's see what we get here. Rare creature. Unidentified hover ship. This is the other art version of it. Rare. Gleeful Arsonist. Deals damage equal to that player. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell. That's kind of gross. Ooh, we got a mythic. Oh, it's not a creature either. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? He got 2 of them? Not 1, but 2? Oh, Duncan, you're such a... I know you're degenerate. Do not put this in another deck. You got 1. Just put 1 in the deck. Don't put this one in the deck. Please don't. Rare. Hey, we got the land. Blazemire Verge. Man, these are really cool lands. Last one's a mythic. Oh, we got the red room. We got the room again. The mythic room. Oh, man. I mean, I think the hero of tonight's pools definitely is the the demon that Duncan was looking for. He told me specifically. He said, "Sloan, that's the card that I want the most. Please pull one." And I said, "Duncan, I'm going to try my hardest to pull you one." And we did it. We were able to get it. Got it out of an earlier pack too, I think. I'm trying to find it real quick so we can end on it. But guys, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz stuff. If you could, we appreciate it. We do just do this for fun, but you know, uh, we'd love to share our podcast with as many people as we can, and hope that all of you guys will share it with your friends and coworkers and family members that also enjoy Magic like we do. And a lot of people are nervous about Wizards taking over the rules committee for the format, and only time will tell if it will be a good thing or bad thing. I know most people are saying it's going to be a bad thing, but let's let time be the judge of that, and let's just keep playing and enjoying the game of Magic the Gathering, Commanders, or EDH, whatever you want to call it. So, guys, from me and the rest of the guys, thanks for listening, thanks for following, thanks for subscribing and enjoying our content. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to always email us, CommandersPod. Go to our website or comment on the videos, or comment on the audio podcast as well. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your week, whatever that may be for you, and keep slinging them spells.
Commander's Pod, where the stories unfold, with heroes and villains, new and old. Duncan, Jeff, and Sloan guide the way in the world of EDH we play. So tune in, friends, let's draw and go. In the Commander's Pod, the love will show. From our decks to yours, we share the spark in this world of magic. We'll leave a mark.